My name is Dorli Muhr and I'm coming from Austria.
Dorli, you have been working in wine marketing for many years before you actually decided to make wine. Why?
Well, actually because of that, because I have been seeing, promoting, tasting, analyzing, discussing so many wines from everywhere in the world, and I developed maybe my own view or my own taste or my own vision of a wine, which I didn't find anywhere, so I had to make it on my own. No, but then the real thing is that my parents are farmers, not winemakers, but farmers. And if you come from a farm, one day you have to produce something that has a longer life than just an article in a magazine. So I wanted to produce something that lasts and that has its own life and his own development.
Now, your winery is in the region of Carnuntum, which is mostly associated with big, ripe, oaky, New World reds, whereas your wines are completely different. So can you summarize Carnuntum for us very briefly?
Carnuntum is the region in the very east of Austria, so it is east of Vienna and stretches east until Bratislava, actually. And it has very different soils, very different regions, though it is a quite small region. It is famous for Zweigelt wines, which are earlier drinkable, maybe in the first and the second and the third year already, than other grapes. And they are mostly grown on sediment soils. So this is mostly, the region is famous for easy drinking wines, early drinking wines, very charming, soft wines, while the wines that we are growing are in the very east of Carnuntum on a limestone mountain, which is the contrary of the sediment, so it doesn't keep the water and it makes quite rough wines, severe wines that need long time to mature, and we are doing it from Blaufränkisch. So it's really the opposite of the Zweigelt wines, and this is about a little bit the strange thing that we have those two very different wine styles in a very small region. But on the other hand, it's also the interesting factor because you can find very challenging styles, and I think that's very good also for the producers who can exchange experiences.
Now, after tasting through your range, I must say that your wines are really very strange for being Austrian red wines. They are light in color, light in body, high in acidity, very low in alcohol. We tasted one wine that has 11.8 alcohol, which is almost unseen these days. Why this style, and do you think this is the style of the future?
I don't know about the future. Who knows? I only know about my feelings on a wine, and to maybe to show it with a picture. I would like my wines to perform like a prima ballerina on the stage. So you look at her, and like the Zuckerfee at Nussknacker, and she is making pirouettes and pirouettes and pirouettes and pirouettes, and it looks so easy and so light, like flying, and it's like, that's easy, I must try it. And then you realize that it takes a lot of power, strength, discipline, muscles, tension. You don't see it. It just looks nice and easy. And you don't see the power behind it. And this is what I want my wines to be. It's the contrary of a bodybuilder who shows the muscles and maybe there is nothing behind. So I want to show less than it is. And I think that density, complexity does not necessarily mean alcohol. Or I don't think it, I know it and I can prove it. That with a red wine with even less than 12 alcohol, you have a very long feeling, a very complex wine that tells you stories and stories and stories. If this is the future, I don't know, but it's definitely fantastic wines with food, and this is the essential for me because I usually don't drink wine just on its own, but just with food, and actually I'm very hungry.